Ladies and gentlemen, the Upbeat Children's Choir, directed by Jenny Gibbons.
Maybe it won't. Wow, wow, wow. That was incredible. Great job. Way to represent. Welcome. My name is Carrie Ann Lisenby, and I'm a veteran homeschool mom of 26 years. I homeschooled 6 children, K through 12. I'm also a member of the House of Representatives here in Utah. I would like to recognize some important people who have joined us today. We have a representative from the governor's office here, and some elected officials, members of the House. Here on the front row, Representative Clint Okerlund, Representative-elect Clint Okerlund, Representative-elect, Kristen Chevrier, and there's this speaker, I'm trying to make, and Representative Matt McPherson, and Representative-elect Nicolene Peck, and I did see Representative-elect Doug Fiafia. I think he had to go though. So we're so grateful for their presence here today and support of homeschooling in Utah. And wanted to mention the Upbeat Children's Choir is directed by Jenny Gibbons and provides children ages 5 through 17 in Davis County, Utah, a joyful and enriching experience through quality vocal instruction, fun rehearsals, and inspiring community performances. So thank you, choir members, for showing up and for singing such beautiful songs for us. And thank you to each of you for showing up, taking time out of your busy schedule, especially during this holiday season, to come and celebrate the launch of UHOPE with us. We are so grateful you are here, and so this one last recognition is for you. Homeschoolers, show up. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'll do a quick run through of the program. First, we'll hear from, we'll see a video presentation from, it's called We Are UHOPE, and then an introduction of the UHOPE Coalition by our chair, Brittany Sproul. And then we'll have comments from Representative-elect Nicolene Peck, and comments from Speaker of the House, Mike Schultz, another performance by the Upbeat Children's Choir, another video presentation, an introduction of the PR campaign by the Youth Committee Chair, Joanne Davidson, and then we'll have comments by President Stuart Adams, President of the Senate, and then some closing remarks, and we'll be done. And we also appreciate members of the press who are here to document this momentous occasion. So with that, we will now go to a video presentation.
I used to think that making a difference was for someone else, someone older, someone more important. But here's the thing, you are important. You are what this is all about. And showing up is where it all starts.
Right now, homeschool freedom is being challenged by those who know nothing about it. Will we allow legislators to remove protection for homeschoolers and put protocols in place that would make homeschooling more difficult? They're trying to limit the way we learn and how we do it.
If we don't take a stand, others will decide what happens to homeschool without us.
That's why we formed the Utah Home Education Organization for Parental Empowerment, or UHOPE. UHOPE's goal is to promote, protect, and preserve legal rights and home-based education.
We believe that parents should take charge of their children's education and not the government. We are here to support that mission because if we don't, who will?
But we need the you in UHOPE, because making a difference is for you. Join us, because real change happens when people show up, and if you don't, who will?
I couldn't agree more.
You are the you in UHOPE. Thank you, everyone, for being here during a busy Christmas season. And thank you to our youth for getting us here today and for inspiring us. My name is Brittany Sproul, and I am honored to serve as the first chair of the UHOPE Coalition. I am a co-executive director of Homeschool Hub Utah, a former public school teacher in Salt Lake and Utah counties, a homeschooler of 8 years, and I have a very supportive husband. As a homeschooling mom of 5, I've seen firsthand how powerful and life-changing homeschooling can be. It's not just about academic freedom. It's about empowering parents to create the best environment for their children's growth. Today, we're here because we share a common goal: to protect and strengthen the educational freedoms that allow families in Utah to choose what's best for their kids. The power of homeschooling extends beyond the walls of our home. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work that has gone into forming this coalition. I have been inspired by the power of leaders from different viewpoints and walks of life working together towards a common goal. Our board members have worked tirelessly to ensure UHOPE represents homeschoolers from all walks of life. Thank you. Uniting home education organizations in Utah in such a way is unprecedented and a powerful thing to witness. So why this coalition and why now? UHOPE exists because the right to homeschool is under attack, both nationally and in Utah. Proposals like requiring state evaluations, waiting periods, or parental qualifications threaten the flexibility that makes homeschooling effective. We're not just protecting a choice, we're defending the fundamental right of parents to decide their child's education. UHOPE stands united to ensure Utah's homeschooling community remains strong, free, and in control. For my family, homeschooling has been life-changing. With health challenges, demanding schedules, and unique learning needs, traditional schooling would have left us stressed and disconnected. Homeschooling has given us the time and flexibility to focus on what matters most: building strong relationships and creating meaningful learning experiences. I know I stand with homeschool leaders across the state and with you in wanting these things for our children. So now that the coalition is formed, there's more work to do, and this is where you come in. We need your help to make every homeschool voice heard. Every family deserves to be included. Together, we can protect the freedoms that allow families to thrive. So before we continue, I'm going to help you get a little more connected. Please take out your phones, and you should have this flyer. I see phones, awesome. On this flyer on the front, there is a QR code. Take out your phone, scan the QR code. This will put you on our subscriber list to help keep you informed with news, updates, and ways that we can support you in your homeschool journey. And while adults are doing that, or those with phones, our choir, as you guys arranged earlier, it's time to stand up and go to your place. Thank you. Okay, now that we've come together, it's time for all of us to take action. Stay informed. Speak with your local legislators. We have some of them here, so take that opportunity. That's why it's wonderful to be on the Capitol Hill. And stand with UHOPE to oppose laws that threaten our freedoms. Together, we can show that Utah is united in protecting homeschooling rights for our children and generations to come. Thank you for your support, your dedication, and for being here today. Let's get started.
This is a power room. I'm so excited about this. Every time I go around homeschool conferences and I meet with people, I look at these people. They do things different. They see things different. They make a difference in the world because they don't look through the same box as everybody else. And I'm so excited to have you all here today with us. So I have a question for you. What if every parent, every adult in society was a homeschooler? Now maybe you're thinking, well, that would never happen, Nicolene. Why are you saying that? But the thing is it's already a reality. And the sooner we recognize the fact that every single person is a homeschooler, then our society will be able to heal more. So as I go and speak around with people, I often tell them this fact that, you know what, whatever you teach your children, if you're clicking on the thing, scrolling on the thing, what you read about, what you watch, what you talk about, you're showing them what matters most. And it's really only the people who have decided, oh, I'm going to take it all on. I'm going to teach math too, you know? Those are the people that understand their real power, but everybody actually has the power, whether they know it or not, to change society. Many people know that for many years I did foster care. So even though I homeschooled all of my 4 children all the way up, and now my children loved it so much, they're homeschooling my grandchildren, which is so exciting. But my foster children had to go to school. And I saw something very interesting with their school experience. So they would do all of their studies with me at home. I would homeschool them at home. I would work with them on things. We would have great communication. They would get all of their homework and assignments and things done, and even study fun things. And then they would sometimes go to school. One daughter in particular, I remember, this foster daughter would go to school and she would not turn anything in. You know why? For social reasons. Because she didn't want to be seen as a smart kid. There was a stigma with actually knowing something at the school, with actually doing something important. And so I had to try to encourage her to learn more. And she said, if you could just homeschool me, Nicolene. But of course it wasn't legal according to the state. So in 2009, the BBC made a documentary about my family called The World's Strictest Parents. They brought 2 troubled teens from the UK to stay in my house for 8 days. And you know what I did when they were there? I homeschooled them. Not because I was their parent, but because why wouldn't any loving, caring adult teach other people things that can help them do better things? So we read a book called The Dream Giver. And when we read that book, these 2 school dropouts who were druggies, who were doing all kinds of dangerous things in their life, they read this book and they said to me, I have a dream. The 2 17-year-olds, one went home and went back to school, went back to college, became a designer that he decided to do in my home. I taught him how to sew his first skirt. It was a gift for his mom. And he is an amazing man. The girl, who was a teen mom, went home and decided, because she had read a book to my children, that she wanted to read her child a book. And now she's a dedicated mom of 4. Homeschoolers are powerful. We need to stop thinking of some parents as teachers and instead embrace that all parents are teachers. That's what it means to support homeschool. It means we support the family, because as all of you know, when you are homeschooling your children, you're giving them a culture, a way that they can see the world differently, through a family lens, through a principled lens, instead of through just the social everything lens that is so common. Truly, your children will be unique people. And if you're like me, you're doing all of this because you know we live in times where we need leaders. And as we saw in that video, we have them. They are coming out of our homes. Homeschool is the last frontier in education. We have to protect it no matter what. And our legislature has done a great job so far on making sure that there are no restrictions on us. And we have to make sure that that continues to happen.
Good afternoon. I'm Mike Schultz. I have the fortunate opportunity of being the Speaker of the House in the greatest state in the nation, and that's right here in the state of Utah. It's an honor for me to be here with you this afternoon. As we all know, education is not a one-size-fits-all. It's not. And I think that's a good thing. We actually should celebrate it. And that's coming from someone who struggled in school, who was told and was forced into a box and told to figure it out in an atmosphere that didn't really work for me. I don't know if many of you have read the newspaper articles or some of the newspaper articles recently, but one of my top priorities in the House of Representatives' top priorities is reforming higher education. Now, I've been criticized multiple times in multiple newspapers because I did not attend college. And how dare I even think of trying to work through some reforms for our higher education system. I actually look at that as a badge of honor. And I think that's a good thing. And it just shows that everybody's unique and has different qualities and learns in different ways. I've seen it with my own kids. I'm the father of 6. Today I have Ella with me who wanted to come spend the day with the afternoon at the Capitol with her dad. And I'm going to ask her a couple questions. Ella, where did you go to kindergarten?
I went to my mom's friend's house in her basement, and we made a small little room, and it was our school, like our homeschool.
It was right, homeschool?
Our homeschool, yeah.
Yeah. That was when you were in kindergarten, right? Yes. Ella, how old are you today, and where do you go to school? What grade are you in?
I'm in 4th grade. I'm 10 years old, and I go to Upper Elementary.
And did you love going to Chriselle's house in her basement and learning from Mrs. Young?
Yeah, I loved it. It was so fun.
Yeah. And what about Hooper School, elementary school right now? Who's your teacher there, and do you love it?
Well, my teacher is Miss Lee's, but she's on maternity leave, so we have Mrs. Snow.
Do you like it?
I love it.
I love it, yes. Hooper Elementary is also a great school in our community. But it doesn't work for every kid. And that's why I am so proud that Utah has paved the way for parents, educators, communities to work together to ensure that every child in Utah has access to a quality education that most importantly best meets their needs. This doesn't want to work real well for me. Can you hear me okay? Okay. So regardless, if you send your kid to a public school, to a private school, or a charter school, or you teach them inside their own home or the neighbor's basement home, we know that parents play a central role in determining what's best for our children. Our roles as leaders is to support and create that environment where parents' choices are honored. We will continue to work to ensure parents have the tools and freedom to best meet the decisions for their children, what they feel is best for their children. We'll also to continue to passing policies that strengthen and prioritize families and communities across our state. So whether the teaching happens in the classroom, in a co-op, around the kitchen table, we are preparing the next generation, our future teachers, doctors, future moms, and yes, future leaders. Our state's future depends on our work. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for helping our children reach their full potential. Thank you for what you're doing. Appreciate it.
Michael, sweetie, don't need to announce it. This next song we will be performing for you is called Betelehemu, and it's a Nigerian Christmas carol. We hope you enjoy it.
I'm getting better at solving Rubik's Cubes, and my mom's helping me with piano. Oh, did I mention I like to read? I'm homeschooled, and if that makes me weird, that's cool with me.
You've never been called weird for being homeschooled, have you? For a long time, there's been a stigma around the word homeschool, and one of UHOPE's projects is designed to help with that. As you saw in the video, we believe that being weird or different is cool. And homeschoolers are definitely that. Because we're so differently educated, sometimes we are set apart. We're different, and that's okay. We're different because we care, because we love to learn, because we're passionate about the things that we do. We have a great example of this kind of different here today. They're all homeschooled, and they're members of UHOPE's Youth Committee. Youth Committee members, will you please stand up? Thank you. These kids are proof that our kind of different is actually well-adjusted and successful. Youth Hope has been working hard to make our voices heard. We've filmed videos, written bylaws, and prepared for this PR campaign. We even designed the logo. We are working to connect homeschoolers across the state in a unified group. We're not any different than the rest of you. We're just people who are willing to show up. And that is where you come in. We need all of you, especially the teens, to stand up and speak out to protect homeschooling. Show up because your voice matters. You have as much power to make a difference as anyone in this room. And when we stand together, we are strong. Homeschool is working. Let's keep it weird. Thank you.
Isn't Joanne fabulous? And all those teens? Very cool. I was sitting here thinking how awesome this would have been for my kids when they were growing up. President Adams wanted to be with us here today, but he is a very busy man, especially as we ramp up toward the legislative session, so he could not make it, but he sent a statement that I will now read. He said, quote, "You are the heart of what makes our state so special. Parents who are dedicated, resourceful, and committed to giving their children the best education possible. Utah has always been a leader in protecting parental rights, and I'm proud to stand with you in ensuring those freedoms remain strong," end quote. So we need to thank President Adams for that great and supportive statement. He has been one of the strongest allies in the state legislature for educational choice, and he has been a blessing to all of us. In closing, I'll just say a few words. Among many educational choices in Utah, homeschooling has long been a cornerstone of parental empowerment and student success. Long-standing provisions in Utah law rightly stipulate that parents have, quote, the primary responsibility for the education of their children, end quote. And among all of the people in this crowd, we take that seriously, don't we? We have that primary responsibility. Utah families and students thrive because of our legal framework and robust individualized educational offerings. Ongoing engagement from Utah parents and students will continue to drive innovation and achievement. UHOPE is appropriately named. I have even more hope for every Utah family and student as we join hands today and work together to preserve, protect, and promote homeschooling and other educational, individualized opportunities in our state. Thank you for being here. And with that, the program is concluded. Thank you. If any members of the press would like to interview individuals in the legislature or family members here, I'm sure there are plenty of opportunities for that. If you'd like to connect with the press, they are here toward the front. And the families at the tables. Oh yes, and please visit the booths.